I was asked to talk about what it's like to be a young person today and some of the issues that will include. And one of the conclusions that I came to was actually that the challenges that young people face, a lot of them are age old, but it's just the means in which they're dealt with and the way it happens. And I think one of the main things that has changed the challenges and issues that young people face today is social media, which has already been touched on today. The way social media has developed in the last 10 years has actually meant that the way young people actually conduct their human relationships has changed dramatically. So out of interest, could you raise your hand if you know what I mean when I say things like in terms of Facebook, selfie, timeline, profile, hashtag, neck nomination? Okay, that's quite good. So could you keep your hand raised if you are a regular user of Facebook or Twitter and you are in contact with your young people? Okay, that's quite good, that's a lot. Nice. So the first thing that I need to say about Facebook is that you can completely reinvent the way you look to people. So imagine you've just signed up to Facebook and you're presented with your blank Facebook profile. You have the chance to put your best picture up. You have the chance to completely, like I said, reinvent what you are like as a person. And it's actually really deceiving. You can get to know someone on Facebook and actually meet them in real life and not really know anything about them because you've only seen how they have wanted to portray themselves to you. So in the last few months, we've seen the rise of the selfie. So the selfie is not just a quick snapshot of what you look like. Young girls, in particular, will spend a very long time getting the perfect image of themselves and putting a nice pretty filter on it and getting it just in the right lighting and the right angle. So this, again, is maintaining your appearance on Facebook. I was talking to a young person about this as well, and one thing that a friend of mine used to do, is she wanted to appear like she was really popular on Facebook, so she would add people's mutual friends who she knew were popular, just so that she'd have some sort of people would see that she was cool because she was popular by association. So that's another thing. I'm just kind of throwing things out there, so you take what you think from it. I was babysitting an 11-year-old the other day, and he has an Instagram account, and he adds people so that he'll get more followers. So he's adding strangers so that his social media presence is portrayed as better. So I think we need to be really aware that today everything that you see on the internet is not really how things can appear in real life. So another thing that has come up from being on the internet is this instant culture. I think with the rise of instant messaging, you actually find that it's created a culture of impatience, and this is something which I personally think has been going on for a very long time, whereas a long time ago they were developing new technologies to make everything more efficient, where it might have been sliced bread or tea in tea bags instead of loose leaf to make your breakfast quicker. It's now communication and social networking. I found personally that these instant messaging technologies have actually made have actually put a strain on my personal relationships in the past. Does anyone know what read receipts are? Like, you know, on Facebook, when you message someone, yeah, you go, and it tells you when the person you've messaged has read what you've said. I've personally found them like really useful because you can be really nosy and be like, okay, you've read what I've said. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it's so, yeah. I find that if I've sent a message to someone, I've seen they've read it, and they don't respond immediately, I'm like, oh my gosh, why are you ignoring me? Do you not like me? Do you hate me? And like, they might just not have time to respond. But this social networking and this technology has made me impatient as a person, and I would say that it's made us more impatient as a culture. So I've said a bit of this already, but what does this new technology mean for young people today? I'd say that it means that everything is extreme on Facebook and other social networking things. And everything's like heightened, everything's more intense. So when I said at the beginning that the issues are the same, that's true, but they're like just done in a different way. And I personally just, like, a lot of this is just my opinion, but I think that what's happened is our personal relationships have actually become practically virtual. And in a culture where there is more communication than ever, there's actually a much bigger problem of loneliness. Having said that, I do believe that social media has great potential to be positive. And I think we should be encouraging everyone and young people today to be careful what their social media presence looks like, but also in the midst of all these negative things that are on there, like, for instance, neck nomination, that actually we can be changing the atmosphere and we can be making it a much more positive and healthy environment. Yeah, take what you will from that.